Guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to start a ignore the plaster. I wanted to start a realistic read with me for the week as someone who works full time, and just sort of like pick up the camera when I can and when I'm finding the time to read. Obviously sometimes, like on my break at work, I'm not gonna like pull out a camera every single time, but I just thought it'd be fun to see like how much I get to read in a week where I'm gonna be quite busy with work. So today is Wednesday, so I'm gonna film this Wednesday to Wednesday. The first book that I'm reading is actually for a different vlog, which is annoying, but I don't want to talk about it too much here. And then also, I don't want to talk about it too much here and then talk about it loads in the other vlog and then it just be a repeat. But the first book that I am reading is Naughty or Nice by Sophie Snow. This is in my 5 Christmas Recs video. So I thought I'd make a start at reading some of the books on that list to see what I think of them. Currently 41% in, so I'm on chapter 11, page 80 out of 183. So I have about 103 pages left. Well, I have exactly 103 pages left until that is finished. But as I said, I'll be talking about that more in the other vlog. So I'll see you in the next clip. I'm back and it is many hours later. I'm back in the same jumper. I am on my break from work, so the first time I've had a chance to read today. So I'm gonna sit here, put something on the TV and read my book. I nearly fell asleep. Oh, I just got so warm and cozy. So it's been about 35 minutes. Oh my god. I was on page 80 and now I'm on page 160. So what's that? 80 pages? Yeah, 80 pages. And there's 183 pages in this book. So that means I've got 23 pages left to read. And I have to go. That was really bad. But I should hopefully get this finished tonight and then I can start my next book. Oh, I'm just so cozy now. I'll see you when I see you. Hello again, I've finally finished work. It is 10:30. I can't really focus. And I finished Naughty or Nice by Sophie Snow today. As I said, I'm doing a vlog of like my Christmassy read, so I'm not going to talk too much about this, but I started on page 80 and there's 183 pages, so far today I've managed to get in 103 pages. My plan now is to do some skincare, get my pyjamas on, and I want to start, what's it called? Where's my, here. The Songbird, so I want to start The Songbird and the Heart of Stone by Carissa Broadbent. This is a Crowns of Nyaxia. This is a Crowns of Nyaxia book but it's like the first in the second round of duology. So you have The Serpent and the Wings of Night. Yeah, The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and then, oh my god, what is the other one called? So you have The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. So that's like the first duology in the Crowns of Nyaxia series, and now we're moving on to like the second duology within that series, and this follows the main male character's best friend, Mish. I think that's how you pronounce her name. So I want to start that because I know that Em and Rebecca are both reading it, and I don't like being left out. I get FOMO. And plus, like, me and Em read the first duology together, so I feel like it just makes sense. So I'm gonna get settled in for the night and see how much more I can get read. I also, after finishing that novella, I'm even loaded up. I have hit 120 books read this year, and my goal was 80, so feeling pretty chuffed about that. It is now nearly 11 PM on Friday. The last time I updated you was Wednesday, the first day of this vlog. Yesterday was, I'm coming in really close because my room is a mess. I'm sorry if you can see anything. Yesterday was a write-off. I just was really busy at work, and then I just didn't feel well. I literally finished work and got into bed. And this morning, still wasn't feeling too well. Such a busy day at work. So then it got to my break, and I was like, I do not want to use any of my brain. So I can't remember book-wise where I left you, but I am currently reading The Songbird and the Heart of Stone by Carissa Broadbent. Oh, you did know that, so I've updated you on that. And I am 12% in, which is 60 pages. So I'm 60 pages in, so that means in 2 days I've literally only been able to read 2 pages, which makes me feel sad. I wanted to have this book finished because I've been dying to like read this book, and I feel like 12% you're not even anywhere like substantial where the storyline is good. I feel like I'm still in there getting to know like what's going on stages, which but oh well, it's a realistic reading vlog for a reason. Only problem now, as much as I love him, my boyfriend is here, so I don't even know if I'll be able to get any reading done this evening. I've got my pyjamas on already, so we shall see. I think we want to watch I'm a Celebrity, but I might get away with reading some while the TV's on. But yeah, not really much to update you on, unfortunately. I'll be back when I've got actual thoughts and things to say. Oh my god. I'm honestly useless. I'm terrible. I mean, I wanted this to be a realistic read with me for the week as someone that like is busy with work and showing you how I prioritise reading. And then I have just been absolutely hit by a truck, essentially, and I haven't been able to find any time. It's now Monday. I think the last time I updated you might have been Saturday, but I was going out Saturday. I read a tiny bit on the train, like probably like 10 pages. And then I didn't read at all yesterday. Where's my Kindle? I don't know if it's that I'm not in a fantasy mood, you know? Because I haven't even had the urges to be like, let me pick up my book, I want to read it. Yeah. I've literally read 80 pages since Thursday, which, like, yeah, anything read is good, but for me, that is just actually atrocious. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna carry on with this vlog until the end of Wednesday and hope that, well, really, tomorrow and the day after that, I actually get some reading done. I'm gonna do some reading now. I don't know what to say to you guys. It might be that I'm just not in a fantasy mood. So do I just push through? My ruling normally with fantasy books is you have to get like, I would say 100 to 150 pages in before you decide if you're in the mood for it or not, because the first 150 pages, even in like a world that you've read before, is so heavy on the world building that I feel like you'll just be reading it thinking, oh, I don't want to read this. But then if you push through, then you can know if you actually are in the mood for it or not. I'm gonna text Em and see how Em found it. She might inspire me to carry on with it. Because at the moment, I'm not feeling inspired. I'm not feeling very readery either. Is it because every time I think about reading, I'm like, oh, I need to update the vlog, and then I just go, no thanks. It could potentially be that, I'm not gonna lie to anyone. Yeah, I'm still gonna be uploading this. It's probably gonna be literally the world's worst reading vlog. But I am also planning on doing a 24-hour readathon. But I'll do it like 12 hours one day, 12 hours another day, I think is the best way to go about that. So, it is now Tuesday evening, and I consulted with my book guru, Em, because I was struggling to get through Songbird and the Heart of Stone. I just think it wasn't my time to read that book. Like, I love Carissa Broadbent's writing. I ate up Serpent and the Wings of Night and the other one. I love her writing style, but my brain at the moment is just feeling like a little bit foggy. You know, like when life just gets like a bit heavy, so my brain is like foggy, and I was like forcing myself to read this book that is quite, not like taxing, but it's obviously like world building, and you're learning what like their mission is and stuff like that. So it's not like an easy read like it would be to pick up a Bridgerton book. I was just worried that if I soft DNF'd it, I wouldn't go back to it. I'm quite like, I'll be like, oh, well, I didn't like it then. But I am going to try again in a couple of weeks, maybe when I'm not, that is my dad laughing, maybe when like I'm just not feeling so like tetchy and like heavy. So I suddenly remembered, I go through like phases with audiobooks, so I pay for Audible. And I was like, I haven't been on Audible in like a while. So I looked in today. I have 4 credits. I have 4 months of credits. And I forget that where I work alone in a kitchen, I can have like one headphone in while I'm like cleaning and stuff like that. So I was like, let me get an audiobook from Audible. And really randomly, Em, oh my god, and when I was talking to Em, she said that she was reading the blah blah blah. She told me she was reading the Rebel Blue Ranch series. So I read Done and Dusted earlier this year because it was our book club book for the month, and it was okay. I think I rated it like a 4-star maybe, or like a 3.75, and I really enjoyed it. I just didn't gel with those characters. Then I picked up on audio, and then on Audible today I picked up Swift and Saddled. Oh my god, I ate that up. I loved Wes, I loved Ada, like I loved their banter, I loved the storyline of like how they met and what they were going through. Like that was a 4, I think I put 4.25, but actually I think that story was a 4.5 star. I loved those characters. I felt a lot of myself in Wes. I'm also a middle child, so I get that. But also like how Ada was feeling. So now I feel like I get it. I feel like with the Blue Rebel Ranch series, like each couple or each person within the couple have like their own problems or something that they're diagnosed with. So with Done and Dusted, please correct me if I'm wrong, does one of them have ADHD? And I think I was just saying Blue Rebel. Is it a Rebel Blue? I don't know. But I'm sure like in book one of them has like ADHD, and I hope T doesn't mind me saying this, but she really then connected with that when she read it. So I enjoyed it, but I just didn't connect to it on that level. Then in Swift and Saddled, our female main character sort of has like anxiety going on and just feeling really like inadequate and like not wanting to like put anyone out or like get too involved and like upset anyone. And then he is feeling like a lot of pressure because he's like the middle child, so like he's not like in charge, but also he wants to like take care of everyone. So I feel like with this interconnected standalone series, there is going to be like a book for everyone, because it just depends on what you connect with. Does that make sense? So I finished Swift and Saddled pretty quickly, so then I thought, I want to roll. So I picked up Lost and Lassoed. Yeehaw! I actually thought that this one was going to be my favourite, and to be fair, at the moment, I think it is a 5-star. But then I also really, really enjoyed the other one, so maybe the other one is a 5-star as well. I'm liking this one. So this one is Single Dad, but and Nanny, she is the nanny. I'm liking this one more for the banter, and I like how they've done like his grumpiness, but also like is still just like a decent human being. Like, I hate when they go too grumpy that you're like, you're just an arsehole. So like he's grumpy, but he's still a decent human being, and he apologises when he knows that he's in the wrong. So I'm on chapter 23, 50% in, 155 pages of 326. So I mean, we're only halfway, so my rating could change, but I am, why is that not logging? I am really enjoying this. So thanks, Em, because I enjoyed the first one, but I wasn't in a rush, and I felt like I had so much on my TBR to read that I was like, back burner. This is so good. They're like 300 pages, they're quick, they're easy, they're fun. Small town cowboys, what more could you want? Why was I trying to force myself to read a big fantasy book when I could have been reading this? So now I just feel like so many wasted days, because I'm not actually in a book slump. I'm just in a, I don't want to read anything that's too much. I want it to be easy. So I have got some Audible credits, so if anyone has any recommendations for audiobooks, I try and only get audiobooks for books I already have physically so that I can like switch and change. But if there is like an audiobook out there that you're like, this is so good as an audiobook, then let me know. Apparently When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker is good as an audiobook, and every time I look at that book, I'm put off. So when I know that I'm back in like my fantasy era, I will probably get that on Audible. But I'm gonna get cozy now and probably finish this before I go to sleep, so then at least I've read 2 books and a novella this week. So yeah, I'm not broken, yay! Okay, so it is officially Wednesday evening. It is 20 to 10. I feel like my job forces me to be a night owl because of the hours that I work. So I thought we could do a recap of all the reading that I managed to do this week. So we started off the week with Naughty or Nice, which was a Christmas novella. I won't tell you any thoughts on that one because I have got a separate vlog for that. And then I started The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. Yeah, The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. And immediately after starting it, could not bring myself to pick up a book and read. Yesterday, so over yesterday and today, I've managed to finish 2 books. They were Swift and Saddled and Lost and Lassoed. Oh my god, Lost and Lassoed. Lost and Lassoed. Swift and Saddled, 4.5 stars. I love that. I've already said it, so I won't go back into it. But oh my god, Lost and Lassoed, I actually think I might have enjoyed that more than I enjoyed Heartless by Elsie Silver. Like, I loved Heartless by Elsie Silver. I feel like everyone did. But the way that Gus was written, like, he was grumpy in honestly the most perfect way. 5 stars. That book made me cry, laugh, clutch at my heart. Like, the emotional depth that she had within that book, like, they've all been sort of like building up. But I just think with that book, she found, Lila Sage found her sweet spot. There is an author's note at the end, and obviously I won't go too much into it because of spoilers, where she talks about how her relationship with her dad and something that happened to her dad really changed the heart of the story. And you can see that, and you can see that the situations that she was writing about, she really did hold close and dear to her heart. Like, you could feel that coming off of the page. Honestly, was just incredible. Like, they felt like such real people. I felt, at some points, I felt like I was prying into their private life. That's how real they felt like, and they were just coming out of the page and coming alive. I did half Kindle, half audiobook for both of those, and I really, if you're looking for a good audiobook, the Rebel Blue Ranch series, really recommend those audiobooks, and flew through them that way. I forgot to say as well, The Songbird and the Heart of Stone, I only got 25% in, which is about 150 pages, but I mean, that's not in a week. I finished a novella, 2 books, and got 25% into a book. Honestly, it's not too shabby. I just expected more from myself because I know that, like, if I get in the groove, nothing can stop me. But if you have managed to watch all of this way, very sorry, and thank you. What? I'm very sorry and I thank you. Hopefully I'll get better at the vlogging. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hopefully I will improve. I've got a couple of ideas of different videos I can do. So I will see you in my next one. Thank you. Bye.